Erasmus. He's volunteered, not volunteered, he's here, he asked. He says, I need to get tested based on what you told me, Joe. And so he's here to go through the test, and we're going to walk through step by step to tell you how to do it. And then we're going to tell you where to do it and how to interpret the test. So there's two types of tests. One is where they try to see if the virus is active in your system. It's called a PCR test, and that's a nasal swab. We're going to do that one first. And the test is very simple. It's a small little flexible Q-tip with a little piece of material on the end that we put in each nostril to get a little sample of the tissue. And then we put it into some medium and send it off to the lab. Depending on what lab it goes to, it may take anywhere from 24 to 72 hours to come back. This tells you whether or not you have active virus in your system. Breathe in and out a little bit. It's important to get enough tissue on here to be able to get an adequate specimen. And that's it. Second test we do is called an antibody test. This test tells you whether or not you have been infected with the virus in the past and whether or not you may have an active infection. This is one that we have a little small blood spot to do, and you can get the results often with our kits that we have in 8 to 10 minutes. It's important to know whether you have an active infection, and if you've had an infection in the past, whether or not you've developed antibodies to it so that you don't have to worry about that infection again.
And it's really painless, y'all.
It's important for us to know as healthcare professionals how to help our community and society handle it. The only way we will be able to know is get testing as Pastor did. There's only two types of people in our communities, ones that have COVID and ones that are at risk for getting COVID. And the only way you know where you stand with either one of those two things is to get tested. If you get tested and we know you have it, we can get you not only in a treatment program, but we can get those around you that perhaps have been exposed by you to them get tested. And that's the only way we're going to be able to deal and stop the pandemic.
Juanita and I came today because we believe it's important to know our status. Just in the same way we've always needed to know our status on every other situation in the past. I'm encouraging all of my extended family, friends and family around the planet to make sure you are accessing testing and make sure you're telling the authorities in your area that you need testing. We've got to have it.
I ain't gonna lie.